Tonight, 4 of the teens charged in the murder of their Rancho High School classmate appeared in court today. A prosecutor revealed in court today that the teens have been indicted by a Clark County grand jury. Our Jaewon Jung was there and explains what's next.
State of Nevada versus Damian Hernandez, Dontrell Beaver, Gianni Robinson, and Trayvon Randall.
In a less than 5-minute hearing, State Prosecutor John Giordani revealed 4 of the teens accused of beating and killing their Rancho High School classmate are now formally charged as adults.
I've informed defense counsel in the court. We've indicted these 4 defendants.
Dontrell Beaver, Trayvon Randolph, and Gianni Robinson were seen shackled and in CCDC uniforms after being moved from juvenile custody.
And especially now they're indicted as adults, so there really is no more juvenile connection here.
Damian Hernandez was sitting on the spectator side of the courtroom. According to court records, Hernandez previously posted bond. The teens are facing murder charges in the death of 17-year-old Jonathan Lewis last November. Metro Police say a group of 10 teenagers beat and killed Lewis in an alleyway near Rancho High School. According to investigators, the crime was recorded on cell phones, posted online, and the video went viral on social media.
The videos show a lot, so I think it's going to be an interesting case.
Gabriel Grasso is the attorney representing Beaver. He says the circumstances of representing a juvenile client are different than an adult.
It's just a kid. Regardless of what he's charged with, they're still all kids. And you have to treat it that way.
That right in front of you is Rancho High School. It's on the east side of town here in Las Vegas. So going back to November 1st of 2023, school had just let out, and walking down the street, hundreds of students. Most of them are going to go home, or they're going to go to their friend's house and go hang out. Some of them are going to go do their homework. Some of them are going to get into a little bit of trouble. You got a random mix of kids getting out of school on that date. So walking down the street is one 17-year-old Jonathan Lewis. Now, Jonathan Lewis is looking for someone in particular because a buddy of his had gotten bullied in school either earlier, or the bullying and the harassment had been continuing and growing for some time now. So he's looking for somebody to approach them about, leaving his friend alone. So as the kids are walking down this street right here, they turn into this alleyway of this looks like several different apartment complexes, and Jonathan Lewis approaches one of the kids that's messing with his friend, and words are exchanged with each other. And by all intents and purposes, even in court transcripts, Jonathan Lewis, he was the first one to throw a punch. However, after he threw a punch, whoever that punch was aimed for, all of his friends jumped in and started punching and kicking Jonathan. And Jonathan fell on the ground right here, and they continued to punch and kick him repeatedly in the ground for at least 15 to 20 seconds, if not more. And this memorial was made for Jonathan Lewis. By the time 911 was called and paramedics arrived, they took him to the hospital where he died later from his injuries. You can see people have left candles. And so this story has actually got a lot of media coverage all across the country. I believe it was on NBC Nightly News. So currently, at the time of the recording of this video, I want to say 9 people have been arrested. 4 of them are being charged as adults. Damian Hernandez, 17, Dontrell Beaver, 17. I think Gianni Robinson, probably got his name wrong, and Trayvon Randolph, both 16. Only the reason why they're being charged as adults, I'm not really sure yet. But they're the only ones that their names were released. Now, the other 5, they're juveniles. So I think they might have had less to do with the fight, but maybe they were involved. Maybe the 4 that are being charged as adults were actually actively kicking him on the ground. And there's a 10th juvenile. I'll put the picture up on the screen. Currently, as of the recording of this video, he's still wanted in connection with this murder. Now, those 4 kids, they're being charged, I believe, with second-degree murder, as far as I know, and they're all being held on a $100,000 bond. And as far as I know, they're all still in jail right now. And according to his dad, Jonathan loved anime. He loved art. He was an artist. And just, you know, I don't know the kid, but he seemed like a really good person to try to stick up for his friend. You try to be a good dude. You try to do the right thing. And then sometimes when you see people being bullied and being harassed, you know, you want to defend your friends and you want to, you know, do what's right. And then those little cretins coming out of the woodwork and seeing him on the ground and just having this mob mentality where you want to just start kicking somebody while they're on the ground. And a couple of the court-appointed lawyers for those four that are being charged with his murder, amazingly enough, in court, when they're talking to the judge, they're saying, my client defended himself against this Jonathan Lewis. You know, it's one thing, okay, like I said, Jonathan did throw the first punch, but when you're on the ground and you're kicking someone to death, that's no longer self-defense. That is assault, and it ended up in costing this young man his life. To have the nerve to tell the judge, oh, that was self-defense. No, that wasn't self-defense. That was a mob beating. That was a straight murder. There's no resolution to the case. I'll more than likely possibly do an update video in the near future when we get a resolution to this matter. Also, again, take a quick look at this kid. Don't know his name. He's probably a juvenile, and this is the face that Metro is looking for and to charge him with this crime. So more than likely, I'm just going to go ahead and guess that his parents probably have him hidden in some other country from wherever his family lineage comes from. That's usually how these things work. They always seem to kind of go down south.
Gas station clerk shot and killed a beer thief, and now the clerk is charged with murder.
Fox 5's Alexandra De Leon is live at the scene to walk us through what happened.
And earlier this morning, a driver drove up here to the St. Clair gas station. The driver stayed inside of his car while a man and woman got out, went inside of the convenience store, stole a couple of cases of beer, then ran out. The store manager went after them and a clerk shot the man. I talked with customers about their safety concerns.
No, you should have called 911 and got the law enforcement up here to get the camera going.
The two people walked into the St. Clair gas station convenience store and stole some beer. As they were getting into the car, one employee grabbed the man, started fighting with him. Then Antoinez Garcia, another store clerk, fired her handgun as the car was getting away. She shot the man twice.
You want to get as much information on the assailant as possible. Description, clothes, shoes, what kind of vehicle do they have, license plate number.
Kenny with Bulwark Security told me security companies train people to get as much information possible and reach for their gun only in worst case scenarios.
It's Metro's job to arrest people. So, you know, the only time we would ever think about pulling our gun or training our guys to pull their gun is if they are actually going to be saving the life of themselves or the life of somebody else.
In this case, the getaway driver and the woman dropped off the man at University Medical Center where he died. One customer told me Garcia could have put even more lives in danger.
You got to learn how to protect yourself, but don't go overboard, because now you're endangering other people that is around here. If the bullet would have got into that gas tank, it could have blew this up. The bullet could have hit some other kid.
Unless the person was armed and you know, shooting at them or attempting to shoot at them. You know, unfortunately, that person's in the wrong, broke the law.
And around the St. Clair convenience store, you can see there's a number of these surveillance cameras all around. We did reach out to St. Clair for a statement, as well as asking them for surveillance video. We are still waiting for that information, and we will bring it to you as soon as we get it. Live right here at the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard in Washington, I'm Alexandra De Leon, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
This is the gas station where that shooting took place. So the clerk actually had her murder charge reduced to voluntary manslaughter, and she was facing 2 to 20 years in prison. She ended up only doing, I'm gonna guess 2, and she got out on parole, and who knows where she's at. But this is the gas station where that shooting took place. Kind of a rough part of town. I don't have enough time to really get more involved in doing a video, or at least a proper video about the area, but I will definitely be back and you know, show you guys a little bit about the side of Las Vegas that nobody ever really talks about. All right, I am out of here. I gotta head to the west side of town. Catch up with you on the next video. Peace out.